Well, hello. I've done a few videos, Christmassy ideas, and then I've split them up only because I just wanted to, and I won't be able to put up some videos, so I thought I'll make a group and bung them up individually, and then you can see what they look like at the end. So on this nail I used Premier Gel's Blue Lagoon for the blue. Gave it 2 coats, baked that in the microwave. No, I baked that under my light for 30 seconds or a minute, can't remember. And then what I did was I took it out of the lamp and I just give it a matte top coat. I find it easier to paint on matte than I do on a glossy paint because it holds better on the matte. Now I'm using Nailchemy's painting gels, and you can see them on the, they've got them on a palette because that's from other videos that I've made. So I'm just going to draw a simple snowflake coming off the side. It's the first time I've ever sort of done this sort of thing. Do you know what, it took me 3 different attempts to try and draw a snowflake. I just couldn't get it right, and then I went on Pinterest and I, duh. So if you ever want to, if you've got an idea in your head on how to draw something or paint something, and then when you try to do it, it's just not working out right, go Pinterest. It's like, oh yeah, duh, shows you. So what I'm doing is I'm just drawing 3 little arms of the snowflake. That one's a bit crooked. Coming off the side. It's the wrong brush to use. I've got a really finer brush than that, and I used this brush and I shouldn't have, but anyway. So it is the 27th of November and people are putting up their trees. What is the matter with you people? I know we've had a real shitty year, excuse my French, but mate, I ain't dragging out Christmas that long, you know. My tree goes up maybe next week or the week after, I don't know. Depends on what my mood is in and what my shifts are at work, because at the moment I'm going to work 6 days straight and then 2 days off, and then I think another 5-6 days. So when I can, I'll put my tree up. But yeah, so here's the arms. And with the paints, I didn't know this, they hold their shape, right? So if you paint with a gel, say if you're doing this with white gel polish, then what I would advise you to do is paint maybe an arm or 2, and then just flash cure it for 10 seconds just to hold it together, because then it won't run anywhere. But with gel paint, it actually keeps its shape. So you can see I sat there and I've painted a whole snowflake, and then I thought I'll add some dots of snow before I even go and bake it, because this stuff will hold its shape. It's really, really good. It's not cheap, but you're paying for the quality. I was really happy with this. So I'm just putting on a few dots, but because it's a thick gel, what I do is I dab it, go straight down to make a dot, and then when I lift up I just twist it to break the connection between the paint on the nail and the polish, the paint on the tip of the dotting machine tool. I'll get it right in a minute. So once I'm happy with those, I just thought, let me just get a bigger dot, because a couple of them are a bit messy, so I thought I'll make a couple of bigger dots with them. I got my brush, because see, you can clean it up as well. I've got a dry brush, so if you made a mistake with gel or gel paint, just use a dry brush to clean it up, because if you wet the brush, you're going to fill that paint with like isopropyl alcohol or whatever, and then you'll ruin it. And I was like, no, we'll do it with a dry brush. But yeah, so see, now I'll go over again just to make sure. So when you're making a dot, you go straight down. I'm going to do a video on dots anyway, so like making dot art, because you know, I think I'm getting a bit better at the artwork. I mean, you know, I've still got a long way to go, but right. So I done that and I thought, yeah, that painting looks rubbish. See where I drew, I just pointed out how to draw a star, because I was like, it ain't happening. So what I've done is I've gone over the star again with just a non-white clear top coat, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sugar it with glitter. I've done that on a previous video. It's not on there, I cleaned up. But yeah, so I just go over my snowflake. But because this is a non-type wipe top coat. It runs a bit, so I thought I'll do the Snowflake first, and then I'll go back and I'll do my snow drops. So yeah, so I'm just going over with the tiniest amount of top coat on the tip of my brush, and just going over it, and just try not to make sure it goes in the matte top coat, because you don't see diamond dust, a must in the collections. And then I just turn the lid over, make sure you've got it and it all catches, and then you just you tap it on, and then you just make sure it's covered the whole item you want to cover, and then you just leave it to soak for a minute, bake that in the light, and then do some more, or if not. But I brush mine off, so once I've done the flake, I do the dots the same way. And what I've got is an old toothbrush that I use to just take off the extra dust that I've got on there that you don't want on there. I know this video sounds really naff, but sorry. It's like 10 to 2 in the morning and I've got to get this video out because I haven't done it. So I'm quite happy with my nail videos, my Christmassy ones I've done so far. They'll come out in the next couple of weeks. I've got this one today, and then I've got 2 more, one for next Tuesday and one for Friday, because I won't be able to make any. So I'm quite happy with them. And then the last video I'll do is it will show you all the nails that I've done together. They're just quick, simple nail art. Do you know what I mean? If you're not that great at painting, as Natalie Muggeridge says, cover that shit up with glitter, because it hides a lot of sins, that stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like a baggy jumper, innit? Right, so bake it, brush it off, and there you go. What do you reckon? Looks nice, doesn't it? Excuse my ropey nail. Right, I'll see you all later in my next video. You all take it easy. Ta-da. Bye.